I know what you're thinking. How do you cook a steak in an air fryer? I don't know, because this is the very first time I'm cooking this fillet steak in this Ninja Foodi Max Dualzone air fryer. I'm hoping that this footage that you're seeing is obviously from future me, and I really hope that it shows the steak as delicious and medium rare. I need it to be juicy because I'm serving it on a wholesome ciabatta bread, which was part baked, but I've also cooked this in the Ninja air fryer. And on top of that, I'm drizzling this homemade chimichurri sauce. It's an Argentinian, what would you call it? A marinade? It's just a gorgeous green sauce that goes well with the steak. This is the most expensive meat I can cook in the air fryer. I need it to come out tender and to be cooked through. And this is the fillet steak. It's left over from my birthday. I don't usually eat like this, but it means that it's a really super special snack that we can bung it in the air fryer. Now, usually I would dry fry this in a pan. Thanks, got my son on camera today, which will really help. But if you have no access to a pan or a barbecue, this is going to be a great experiment for the air fryer over here. My biggest worry is the steak drying out. So I'm going to try these things to take advantage of the Ninja air fryer, the small compartments and rapid heat, to make this the best air fryer steak. This steak is super expensive. It's the best fillet steak, 170 grams or 6 ounces. It's not even a half pounder, and I know if you're watching this in the States, you think this steak is tiny. I get it, but that's how we roll here in the UK. So you don't have to do these things, but the first thing I've done is to take it out of the fridge, and I've let it rest for a few hours at room temperature. It means that it's a few degrees that the air fryer doesn't have to cook this, and it will mean that it cooks more evenly. Now I need to get some oil. So the second thing, I've lost count of the numbers. Where's the oil? Oh, here it is. The next thing is to season the steak. So I'm just going to put on a bit of oil, and we need the salt and pepper. So here I've got the OXO Good Grips salt and pepper grinder. If you like the look of these, I'll put a link to them down in the description. So putting the oil on helps the seasoning to stick to the steak, and it also hopefully will help it to char a little bit, so we'll get some nice charring. The next thing, it's not essential, but I think it will help. Now, Ninja say, if you've got a Ninja air fryer, you'll know that they say in the instructions that you don't need to preheat the air fryer. But this is steak, and I really want it to sizzle, and I don't want the steak to warm up and get dry warming up, so I want it to hit the air fryer at the right temperature. I'm going to dial up air fry and 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 240 centigrade, and I'm going to do this for 5 minutes just to preheat the basket. Now, while we're preheating the baskets, I'm going to later on use a chimichurri sauce to drizzle on the steak. This is how I make the chimichurri sauce. We start with some cilantro. We call it coriander here in the UK. I'm just going to take a super big handful. Let's try that much. Everything else will be measured. I'm going to just wing it with the herbs, or herbs as we call them. Parsley. With this we need slightly less than the cilantro or coriander. So it's about 2/3 as much as the coriander or cilantro. You can push it down. I'm using a BOSCH MAXOMIX blender, and I've got a whole review and details of where you can get that in the description down below. This next one, I can't say it. I can't say the word oregano. I grew up calling it oregano. That's what we call it in the UK. So I'm trying to US it up for you, I promise. So here's some oregano, and we need 1 tablespoon of oregano. Wasn't he one of the Wombles, oregano? So it is weird that I'm being precise with all the other measurements, but it's the only way I can get an idea of what's going in. I'm going to microplane 2 cloves of garlic. Try and miss the middle bit, the spindle. That's where the motor's going to go. Next, I need 1.5 teaspoons of chili flakes. Oh, these are great as well. I'll see if I can put these in the description. They just save me because they're all labelled. I don't know if you can see the embossed, because I'm really rubbish at the whole tablespoon, teaspoon thing. Next up is red wine vinegar, and we will need 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. 1, 2, 3, in they go. Only a couple of more ingredients. I need salt. Finally, olive oil. I think you're supposed to use extra virgin olive oil. You need 200 millilitres, which is 3/4 of a cup. In that goes, I'll just drizzle it around the side there. All the olive oil that's left in the house is going into this, so this had better be good. Clip on the BOSCH MAXOMIX. And it's easy to get carried away by this. I don't want to stop, but I think it might be best to not crush it too finely. So you've got some nice big chunks of leaf that will go onto your steak. I think I'm probably overdoing this, but I just love using this hand blender. Oh, look at this. Whoa, that looks lovely. I think I probably would have ground it a bit less finely, but this is how it looks. That is going to taste, oh, it's gorgeous. Tastes so good with the steak. The basket is preheated, so while it's hot, if you dive down, have a look. If I lay the steak down, it should, oh, could you hear that? And I might, should we just sear both sides? I'll just turn it over. Oh my goodness, this is going to be really good, isn't it? Right, time to bung it in the air fryer. We are going to dial up air fry, and can you hear the urgency in my voice? 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius. And just to get started, for one side, I'm going to go for 4 minutes and hit start. This is going to be good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, so we're going to flip this over. Have a fork. Okay, it's kind of stuck, but the oil has stopped it like really properly sticking. Flip it over. Now, let's put it back in. Now, this is up to you. For your air fryer, if you want it medium or rare, you'll have to gauge it. So I'm gonna go for air fry, 400 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius, and I'm gonna go for another 4 minutes, I think. Let's see, and while we're doing that, we can get the bread ready. So obviously you don't have to do this, but I'm going to go for some part baked ciabatta. And I'm going to take half the loaf, I think. So we're going to use the second basket, air fry, and we'll go 400 Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. And I think I'm going to try 7 minutes. And I'm just going to bung it in the air fryer.
You don't want to do both?
No, my son has just said, can't we do both? And I think he's right. So let's bung it in the air fryer. 2 loaves of ciabatta. Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Oh, let's get it on a plate. And these will be beauty shots. There we go, we've got a nice beauty shot there. Oh, you can see the sizzle. Let's put it on the chopping board. Yeah, let's put it on the chopping board to rest. Oh, should we cut into it? And now we're ready for the ciabatta. Yes. I had to guess it with the times. Yeah, I think that's perfect. It's really hot though. I'm going to cut it open and we'll just open it up. And oh, the bread looks good. The bread looks ready. So now let's put some of this steak. Well, I've got to try and get as much steak in as possible because my son's going to get what's left over. So let's see how many slices can I cram onto this half a loaf. That is looking absolutely stunning. I can't wait to eat it, but I have to wait. I have to wait. Let me give you some beauty shots of how this looks. If you want it just like this is how the steak comes straight out of the air fryer. But we've got the chimichurri sauce, haven't we? So here comes the chimichurri. Let's drizzle it on, and I wish I could convey the bite of the parsley and the cilantro or coriander, garlic and chili all mixed up. We'll just drizzle some of this on. I've probably gone a bit too overboard with the chimichurri sauce. But I haven't got any butter on the bread, so we're using the sauce to make it really nice and moist. This steak looks absolutely juicy by itself, but with the sauce, I think this is going to be the real kicker. Time for the taste test. This is going to be the ultimate air fryer snack. Let me show you what I'm gonna see as that heads towards my mouth. Here we go. Oh my goodness, it's perfect. Absolutely delicious. This is the ultimate air fryer steak sandwich. Look at it. It's still, oh, it's so warm because the bread's warm and the steak's warm. This is absolutely heaven in a bun. I am calling this a Dad Delivers success. If you want to see more of our bung it in the air fryer videos, they're on screen now or down in the description. Thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up or the subscribe button. It really helps us to put more things into the air fryer. So thank you. And right here is what YouTube knows you are going to love watching next. Air fryer snacks.